It's Week 13 of the NFL, and it's presented by EA Sports. It's the Seahawks and the Cowboys on Thursday night primetime.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. But tonight we kick off Week 13 with a great Thursday night matchup, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Dallas Cowboys. Hello again, everyone. I'm Brandon Gautin, joined as always by Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at this Cowboy team entering play. They've been cooking these last couple months, winners of 7 of their last 8 games. And if you extrapolate that out to a full season, they'd be 14-2. And anyone in the NFL today would sign up for that. Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. On the return, it's Jordan Lewis. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. So the Cowboys ready to go on offense for the first time, and it is their now 30-year-old quarterback, Dak Prescott, who leads the way. And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week. He was a manager. He really was. That's a great way to put it, because they ran the ball some, they threw it accurately. 1 touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations. 19 yards right off the bat, and a quick first down. Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down. Prescott on first down. Over the middle, complete. That's Ferguson. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. And 22 more yards here and another first down. The first drive here and the first time that we've called the big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last. No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter, because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers will get involved as this game goes on. They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard, and he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. The rushing numbers for Pollard last week, 10 carries, 58 yards. Well, obviously he didn't have a great deal of time between games, having to turn around on a short week and get ready for Thursday night football. But he said in pregame he was feeling pretty good and felt more recovered from last week's contest than he would have expected. Didn't seem to think this short week was going to affect him much as he chases a big performance here in prime time. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. From the red zone now, Prescott. This is caught. And the Cowboys are going to be set up with a first and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early first and goal. Pollard diving for the end zone, and he is in. Touchdown. Well, wherever he is on the field, he is certainly slippery with a football in his hands, and he proved it right there. And normally moves like that aren't supposed to work this deep in the red zone because there's not enough space. Normally way more effective when you're working out in the open field. But here, incredible shiftiness, excellent contact balance, and he works his way into the end zone. Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. So the Seahawks ready to take over on offense, and it is a first-time Pro Bowler who leads them out, Charles, in his 11th year now, Geno Smith. When the Seahawks named Smith the starter last season, it gave him an opportunity he wasn't sure he would get again. And then he became one of the best quarterbacks in football and sustained it across a full 17 games, winning Comeback Player of the Year.
saved his career with last season and keeps the Seahawks as true contenders.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Back to the air, Smith on second down. A quick throw there is incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. DeMarcus Lawrence has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Now here's Michael Dixon as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Let's take it inside his own 40. That's a 49-yard punt, 8, though, on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you've got that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
And that's going to be another 1st down. Good running for him to start the drive. This one, 11 yards. 11 yards and a Cowboy 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Going to run again here with Pollard. Down the numbers. There he goes. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard with his 4th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Cowboys have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Aubrey good with a PAT. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. And they are losers of 2 straight coming into this Thursday night game. Is it more difficult, CD, when you take a losing streak into a quick turnaround game like this?
It certainly is, because you don't get time to work on the issues that you've had throughout the season that have caused you to have the record that you're having. You can't really get those set. So now you're trying to minimize those and maximize what you've been doing well. And I remember a game recently where one of the assistant coaches said to the head coach, forget our running back rotation. This guy has a hot hand, and they rode him to a victory. Those are things you have to look out for in games like this.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the 1st. Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a 1st down. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. As they've got it as we resume action. Walker now on 1st and 10. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside, as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down. Gino now to throw. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. at the 24. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Tony Pollard and his Dallas teammates ready again on offense. He's been effective so far, over the 40-yard mark here in the second quarter. Don't forget about those guys up front, though. They've been effective, too.
The leverage game has been in their favor. They've been the ones who've been able to bend their knees, drop their hips, and get a little bit lower than the guys on the other side of the football, and they've moved them out of the way for the runner.
Sometimes that's tough for those big fellas.
Not an easy thing for them to do.
Prescott from the gun. Over the middle, hauled in by Lane. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down, Prescott. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. The Cowboys had 7-4 on the year. They've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as a tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 43. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. So that'll be no better than an incompletion, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10. At the Seahawks 43-yard line.
They'll throw again. Prescott. This is caught inside the 15. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 14. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. That little arc on it, he's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Here's Prescott. Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Ferguson. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. 2 minutes to play first half. It's 14-0. From the 5 now, 2nd and a yard. Prescott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Dak Prescott, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Cowboys have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns.
Let's go back over Dak Prescott's career. 6 rushing touchdowns in each of his first 3 years, but only 1 in each of the last 2 seasons. As a veteran, he's become much more judicious about when it's time to take the ball and go for the end zone.
Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And it's now 21-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores. And I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
And Smith, this throw finds Smith and Jigba. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Smith on 3rd down. That to the right sideline, and it falls falls incomplete.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Offense back out there, and we shine the spotlight on the Memphis man, Tony Pollard. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
At the 38-yard line.
Looking to throw. Prescott. Slant pass. Pollard brings it in. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Second down, Prescott. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
He was defended by Cornbreak Diggs.
Now Prescott. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. To the air again, Prescott. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
Second and 10.
Prescott now on second down. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third. Here comes the seventh play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Now Prescott. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 33. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will do it for this first half. So we have come to halftime here in Dallas with the Cowboys out in front. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
It was a strong first half for running back Tony Pollard. He had a nose for the end zone as he wound up with 2 touchdowns on the ground in those first 2 quarters.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. Coming out of the end zone, D. Eskridge. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Here comes the Seahawks offensive unit. They'll have it first to begin the 3rd. We'll see, Charles, if they had a chance to hit the reset button at halftime. They have not scored. They're facing this big deficit. And if they're going to come back, it's going to have to start right now.
Yeah, and for them, it's not dwelling in the negative because, yes, they were totally ineffective in the first half. But we've seen many games that have flipped around in the second half. It all starts with this drive right here. They get something good going, put some points on the board, they begin to have hope. Defenders are always happy anytime they can sack a quarterback for a loss of 10 or more yards. There's an example there. High fives all around.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Here's Smith. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. From the gun, here's Smith. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First target, first catch, and a first down.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw.
Oh, it's out. Smith lost it. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. We talk a lot about setting the tone to start the game. Well, you want to start the tone right in the 3rd quarter as well, and nearly lost a football there in their first drive.
And sometimes we overdo it when we talk about halftime adjustments and what teams are going to do. Most of the time, it's just a matter of executing the game plan you brought in. But I'll guarantee you, they didn't draw that play up on the whiteboard at halftime. They're fortunate to retain possession.
From the gun on 3rd down, Smith. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Cowboys will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. So the defense does their job. They get rid of that 0 on the scoreboard. Now we'll see if their offense can come to play.
Well, that's the way you get things started, right? Score yourself on defense, get the ball back for your offense, and tell them, let's go. We're in the game now.
So a free kick situation forthcoming from the 20 as they'll punt this one away. This is fielded at the 27. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Throwing now is Geno. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. 3rd down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Now Geno. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the 1st down.
On 1st and 10, Smith. Walker with a grab, left side.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the 2nd half.
And Smith's throw into the hands of Lockett. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 33. And give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. Still in search of their 1st touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Smith throwing again. Throw right side, taken in by Eskridge. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 28-yard line.
They'll fake it. Now Smith. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The offense on third down tonight, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 5. Geno now to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. To the air again, Smith. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Hunter Henry. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Seahawks are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
And he is going to get in there for the 2 points to make this a 12-point game. Needed a couple yards for the 2-point try. They go to the ground game, and it works.
And sometimes it's the exact right thing to do because a lot of teams play you for the pass, so you spread people out, decide to run the football. You often find good running lanes.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This will come out to the 25 as Lewis going to opt to not return it. And out now come the Cowboys. Now all of a sudden we've got an interesting game here. You just saw them go down and score a touchdown. And what was a comfortable lead at halftime, it's down to a 2-score game.
And so the obvious thought is they've got to ramp things back up again. Got to get the offense into high gear. But we've seen this before. When you've kind of been in shutdown mode for a while thinking that you're okay, it's hard to mash the gas again and have everything work perfectly. They've got to fashion together a good drive right here and now.
Just defensively, got to be feeling confident. They haven't allowed a point this half. A 2nd down throw for Prescott. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
66 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. Meanwhile, Dak's throw pulled in by Lamb. And he's brought down. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
Cowboys, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Throwing, Prescott. He finds his man, complete. That's Ferguson. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win.
Another run on second down, trying to cover up.
And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. On third down, it's Prescott toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
So on fourth down, Prescott off and on is Aubrey for the Cowboy field goal.
This to make it a 3-score game late. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
Their own 23-yard line.
On first down, it's Smith.
Setting up the screen here. This is Walker.
A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
To throw is Smith.
29-yard line.
Short pass caught by Henry. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. And on third down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. Back to throw, Smith.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to convert on third and short yardage with a gain of 4.
Throwing again is Smith.
And he's got Smith and Jigba.
And all the way in, touchdown Seattle.
Jackson Smith and Jigba
with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Seahawks have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
All you hear from coaches and personnel directors in the NFL, how difficult it is for a rookie receiver to have an impact on the game. So much to learn, so much offense to absorb. Looks like he's picking it up pretty well.
I would say so. And how about that for your first career NFL touchdown?
And I don't know that he envisioned it quite that way, but if he was smart, he probably dreamed about it a little bit.
And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Pollard going to try the right side. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And they will take a knee here. Here's Brian Anger now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away.
Here's 1st and 10.
At their own 27-yard line.
Here's Smith. That's complete to Eskridge.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And you look back over the score sheet, interesting. A very clean game, no turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity when we watch games now because defenses have put such an emphasis on taking the ball away. Well, what we saw here was offense is spending their time saying, look, you know they're coming for it. Ball security is paramount. So they worked on that, not just a week of practice, but I'm sure all during training camp. Make sure when you have it, tuck it away because danger lurks everywhere you turn.
So for Dallas, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-4. And they'll get another home date next week as the Eagles will come to town. Meanwhile, for Seattle, the playoffs look to be out of reach now as they drop to 4-8. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers.